The episode begins with the grand Janmashtami celebrations where Mannat is seen helping Vikrant with the special puja preparations, their closeness and understanding while performing the rituals catch everyone's attention, especially Malika, who becomes jealous seeing the bond between them. Vikrant looks at Mannat with admiration, appreciating her presence and the way she supports him. During the auspicious occasion, as the priest begins the rituals, he asks Vikrant and Mannat to pull the decorated swing as part of the Janmashtami tradition. Malika immediately tries to join Vikrant and attempts to pull the swing with him, hoping to create a moment with him. However, Vikrant quietly steps aside, leaving Malika disappointed and increasing her jealousy toward Mannat. Meanwhile, Anirudh secretly enters the puja area without anyone noticing, taking advantage of the chaos and celebrations. He abducts Aishwarya and takes her away from the venue. The puja finally comes to an end. But soon, everyone realizes that something is wrong. Varun tries to contact Mannat repeatedly, but she is busy searching for Aishwarya. Mannat looks around the place hoping to find her. Gagan assures her that Aishwarya might be somewhere nearby and asks her not to panic. While searching, Mannat notices a pair of earrings lying there. She immediately questions everyone about them. Gagan and Malika identify the earrings as Aishwarya's. Mannat becomes shocked and says that Aishwarya was present there just a few moments ago. So how could she suddenly disappear? Vikrant notices her fear and asks her to remain calm. He assures her that they will find Aishwarya and asks everyone to help in the make it shorter, more professional, casual. Gagan immediately sends everyone to different ask for changes. Mannat grows increasingly worried and searches everywhere desperately. Vikrant checks the terrace but finds no sign of her. Gagan also confirms that Aishwarya is not in her room. Mannat becomes emotional and fears that something bad might have happened to her. At this tense moment, Kiran accuses Mannat of creating unnecessary drama and says she always tries to make everyone worried. Rajendra stops her and tells her not to spread negativity. During such a serious situation, Neetu then raises a concern and wonders if Anirudh could have kidnapped Aishwarya, especially after the scene he created earlier. Roni asks her to stop making assumptions and creating more problems. Shruti becomes worried about Aishwarya's safety. However, Malika dismisses the situation and claims that it could just be another drama created by Aishwarya. Gagan gets angry and questions how a daughter could speak about her own mother like that. Malika defends herself by saying that she is Aishwarya's legitimate daughter. Meanwhile, Mannat receives Varun's call. Varun asks if she has seen Anirudh anywhere because he is missing. He reveals that Anirudh left the place angrily and he wants to know if Mannat has any information about his whereabouts. Mannat tells him that she has not seen Anirudh after the earlier incident. Varun asks her to inform him immediately if she finds anything about him. After the call, Mannat tells Vikrant that she has a strong feeling Anirudh may have done something to Aishwarya, understanding her Concerned, Vikrant takes Manat along with him to search for Aishwarya and find out the truth. Meanwhile, Anirudh takes Aishwarya to Mezbani. He confronts her angrily and questions how she dared to frame him. He accuses her of lying to everyone by claiming that he misbehaved with her and says that he has been blamed for something he never did. In his anger, he says that since she wanted to ruin his life, he has brought her to Mezbani to fulfill her wish. Aishwarya becomes frightened and repeatedly asks him to let her go. Back at the house, Manat continues worrying about Aishwarya and Anirudh. She tells Vikrant that she promised to protect Aishwarya but failed to keep her promise. She believes Anirudh acted out of anger and may have taken her away. Vikrant tries to comfort her and says that although Anirudh had approached Aishwarya before, he would not want to destroy her life completely. However, he suspects that Anirudh might have taken her somewhere in anger. Vikrant suggests that they should go to Mezbani and check if Anirudh has taken Aishwarya there. Manat remains anxious, but Vikrant reassures her and promises that they will find Aishwarya safely. Together, they leave to uncover the truth and rescue Aishwarya from whatever danger she may be facing. The episode begins with Anirudh confronting Aishwarya and questioning why she is remembering her daughter on this particular day. He reminds her that she once made her daughter believe that he had wronged her, and despite the truth, she blindly supported her. Anirudh demands to know the reason behind her actions and why she has gone to such an extent. Hi. Aishwarya reveals that everything she did was for her daughter Malika. Overcome with anger and emotions, she breaks a glass on Anirudh's head and picks up a gun, pointing it at him. She declares that she can go to any extent for Malika because she is her only daughter. Aishwarya then reveals that Malika only changed her identity and that Sonia Khanna is still alive. She blames Anirudh for ruining their lives in the past and threatens that she will destroy his life once again. Aishwarya explains that she had planned everything carefully and set a trap for Anirudh, but he unknowingly fell into it. She manipulated her own family against him and used their emotions to turn them against him. Anirudh is shocked and says he never imagined that Aishwarya could stoop so low. He accuses her of lying to her family by making false allegations against him and using Manat as a part of her plan. Anirudh angrily insults Aishwarya for her actions while she accepts that she did whatever was necessary for her daughter. She says that she created this entire drama only to fool Malika and protect her. According to Aishwarya, Manat is connected to her painful past and she used that past as a weapon against Anirudh. Meanwhile, Shruti becomes worried about Aishwarya and informs everyone that Manat suspects Anirudh of taking Aishwarya to Mezbani. The family begins to worry about the situation and tries to understand what might have happened. On the other hand, Manat is also anxious about Aishwarya's safety while traveling. The car suddenly breaks down. Manat is about to step out of the car to check the problem, but Vikrant stops her and asks her to stay inside. Later, Kiran starts speaking badly about Aishwarya, questioning her actions and character. Gagan immediately comes forward to defend Aishwarya and refuses to let anyone insult her. Roni decides to call the police because of the seriousness of the situation. But Neetu stops him. She says that it is only Mannat's suspicion and involving the police without proof could create bigger problems. She worries that it may negatively affect their family reputation and business. Meanwhile, Malika remains busy playing on her phone instead of worrying about her mother. Shruti gets angry and scolds her for behaving casually during such a serious situation. She reminds Malika that Aishwarya has always been ready to do anything for her and has loved her deeply. Malika becomes upset and argues with Shruti, blaming her for taking away the phone. The tension between the family members increases as everyone struggles to deal with the truth behind Aishwarya's actions and the growing conflict between Anirudh, Mannat and Malika. The episode continues with Malika getting angry at Shruti for taking her phone away. She complains that her mother has always been there for her and has done everything out of love, but everyone is blaming her. Instead, Gagan becomes disappointed with Mallika's behavior and scolds her for being rude to Shruti. He tells her that she's not showing concern for anyone and is only thinking about herself. Gagan feels ashamed of Mallika's attitude and says that she has become selfish. Questions why she cannot understand the love and sacrifices made by others for her. Mallika, hurt by his words, argues that her mother does not even care about her anymore and leaves the place angrily. Shruti feels upset and says that Mallika does not deserve the love and support everyone has given her. Meanwhile, Mannat focuses on finding Aishwarya and insists that they must reach Mezbani as soon as possible to save her. Vikrant worries about the danger and reveals that he has a gun, suggesting that they should inform the police first before taking any action. At Mezbani, Aishwarya continues confronting Anirudh. She tells him that he is still the same foolish person he was before, and that he has once again allowed himself to be manipulated. She reveals that although Mannat helped her, she is only using Mannat for her own purpose. Aishwarya questions whether Mannat truly has a heart or if she is only pretending to care. Anirudh defends Mannat and says that she is emotional but also strong and stubborn. Like Aishwarya herself, however, Aishwarya refuses to accept this and points the gun at him. She accuses him of using Mannat against Malika when he learns the truth about her. She says that he played the same game with Mannat that he once played with her, and Mannat will not remain silent once she discovers the reality. Aishwarya reminds Anirudh about his past and says that he had gone to jail because of his own crimes. Anirudh tries to explain that he sacrificed his freedom because he loved her and believed they could build a happy family together with their child. He says that all his actions were because he wanted a future with them. However, Aishwarya refuses to believe him. She calls him a thief and questions why she should have loved someone like him. She reveals that she only used him because she wanted to leave the country and secure her own future. According to her, Anirudh's love made him blind and she took advantage of his feelings. Aishwarya further says that Malika will eventually sent him to jail because she still believes the false accusations against him. She proudly claims that her acting was convincing enough to make everyone believe that Anirudh was the criminal. Meanwhile, Mannat decides to seek help and calls the police to handle the dangerous situation. She shares her pain and worries with Vikrant, expressing how difficult it is for her to see the truth about the people involved in her life.